Hi, this is Contact here, and I'm just going to give you a few tips and tricks that can help you with your natural hair. So, tip number one would be about products and what to buy. Basically, you'll see a lot of videos about people using like a million products whenever they're doing any hairstyle. And the thing is, you don't need that. Natural hair is very simple. There are only a few things that you need. One, conditioner of your choice. This will help bring your curls out. And you can use any conditioner as long as it's like good for natural hair. You'll find, I'll leave some recommendations down in the description, but there are like ton of conditioners you could use. This brand is especially really expensive, but you don't really need anything expensive. If you work out very often in between your shampoo sessions, you will need a co-wash. If you know you want to have your hair not be funky, you will need a co-wash. When you need to detangle, you will need coconut oil. This is very helpful for that. And this, these two right here are curling creams. You know, if you want to define your curls even further after your conditioner, you will need a curling cream. These, once again, are very, very expensive. You can get something much cheaper. They all do the same thing, really. So tip number two will be, how often do you condition your hair? Basically, what I do and what most people do would be they would buy a spray bottle. You can get this at a regular beauty store. So you fill a bit of it with water, and then you put some conditioner in it, and you mix that together. The conditioner that I put in would be my washout conditioner. Now, when you do that, effectively, you've just made a leave-in conditioner. Now, you can buy a leave-in conditioner. There's two of them, but it's a lot cheaper if you use your washout conditioner for that as well. You know, you take out two birds with one stone. So now that you have your leave-in conditioner, when you wake up in the morning and you're ready to do your hair and whatnot, you spray that all over your hair, and that should help it. Another thing that helps would be to wet it with some cold water at first, all around, and then spray it right afterwards. That helps a lot. All right. So tip number three would be shampooing. Now, what you're gonna want to do is shampoo either once a week or once every 2 weeks. It really doesn't matter which one you do. You can try both ways and it'll be fine, but you should not be using a regular shampoo like all the time. Like how people with straight hair use their shampoo basically, like every 2 days. You should not be doing that. If you do that, one, you'll figure out, oh my God, my hair is not growing. And that's because you keep stripping the natural oils in it. Black people's hair, or basically hair that curls, it doesn't produce a lot of oil at all. And this oil keeps it strong and healthy and conditioned. So if you keep stripping it often, one, it doesn't produce a lot and it does it very slowly. So if you keep stripping it, it's not gonna be there. Your hair won't curl. So don't wonder why it doesn't curl if you're shampooing too often. And my recommendations for shampoo would be get something pretty cheap for naturals. I don't have one here by myself, and I should have included it in the product section as well. I completely forgot. But my shampoo finished. I used to use a Pantene shampoo for naturals. It really doesn't matter which one you use as long as it's for natural hair. I'll also leave recommendations in the description for you. Now, tip number four would be about detangling your hair. When you need to detangle, there's nothing better than conditioner and this coconut oil here, or any type of oil, actually. They help really well. They give you a lot of slip, and it should be really easy once you get down to it. The only other thing so far that I recently figured out that's a lot easier would probably be this Eco Styler gel here. If you put this in your hair and you try to do like a style with it, It's probably the best time to detangle your hair. This thing will give you crazy slip, especially with the coconut oil as well, like crazy slip. So, tip number 5, that will be when you're about to style your hair, you should soak it wet completely. This helps so much. It helps moisturize your hair, and also when you put water on your hair, it should curl up. If it isn't curling up, that means keep conditioning, keep shampooing, but you're gonna get your best curls with your hair soaking wet. So that's how I do it. At least for my wash and goes, I do when I'm taking a shower. I get my hair soaking wet, and then I take my conditioner and I apply it all over my hair. And you can use a lot if you want. It really doesn't matter. And then what I do is I wash most of it out and then I shake it a bit. I have a video about this that I'll leave in a description if you would like to see it. But you really want to try styling your hair when it's soaking wet. So tip number 6, that will be when you're about to wet your hair or style or whatever, use cold water, not hot water. So cold water will help define your curls a bit more and it'll help it clump together very well. I've seen this. It really does. When you use hot water, you get a bit more frizzies than you would cold water. When you use cold water, you get almost none. When you use hot water, it's noticeable. So tip number 7 will be about how you sleep on your hair. If you want to preserve your style, you're gonna need to use either do-rag, a bonnet, or a silk pillowcase. No exceptions. Unless you want to be detangling your hair and redoing your style every single day. If you have that time, go ahead. For me, I I really don't sleep with my bonnet very much because I can't find it most of the times. A do-rag can't fit me anymore, and my silk pillowcase, I usually don't use it, but it does work very well. And if there are any of you that, guys, you don't want to use the bonnet and the do-rag, it won't fit. My do-rag won't fit on my hair either. My hair is not that long. It won't fit. So let's say you don't want to use the bonnet. You have the silk pillowcase that works really well, though it does not work as well as the bonnet does. The bonnet is probably the most perfect thing you can find. It'll keep it, well, perfect. Right? So you're gonna have to choose your masculinity over, wasting your time. Found these tips very helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. So if you have any questions or if you want to share any progress with me or how these tips helped you, please leave a comment below. I'll be sure to get back to them as soon as I can and coming up with some new great content very soon.